Street Gods, Eric Kim. Just came out of the gym. So some random turbo thoughts. I think I actually might like the... I think I might be the only person who actually likes the gas station. There's a certain zen about a gas station. And the hilarity is, at the end of the day, you still need somewhere to wash your car. The funniest thing is, I was in either Tustin or Irvine the other day, and I was at the gas station refilling, you know, this is actually not my car, this is Cindy's mom's car, getting a car wash, and I saw in front of me was 2 other Teslas at the gas station getting a car wash. Isn't that funny, right? And the funny thing is, at the end of the day, honestly, washing your car at a car wash is a quadrillion times more convenient than washing it yourself at home. Like, I would prefer the subpar, more easy option than the best option, which is much more difficult. My son Seneca hates the gas station. It kind of freaks him out, but c'est la vie, right? So, you know, I'm a huge fan of Tesla, Elon Musk, everything, etc. But ironically enough, if one desires a maximally off-the-grid lifestyle, electric cars aren't the way. Why? Because you're still tethered to either your house, assuming you spend $5,000 to install the fast charger thingy at your house, or the Tesla supercharging stations. And you know, they're not as ubiquitous as gas stations yet. I mean, it's still only the year 2022. It's probably going to change in the future. But ultimately, the easiest thing is just don't own a car in general. I think for the most part, most people, even in the States, I don't think you really need a car. And probably one of my biggest benefits, you know, in order to save money, not buying a car, not owning a car is probably 90% of the world's biggest money saver. You don't have to pay for insurance, you don't have to pay for you know, car maintenance. The cars are expensive, right? And this is the thing that I don't think people understand. Cars are really expensive. Even like, I remember when I was in high school, okay, so personal note, right? I don't think I've ever spent more than $2,500 US on a car. I think my car purchasing history was when I was 15, 16 years old. Got my first car from, I still remember, his name was Kevin. Cool Chinese dude in Oakland. It was one of my mom's regulars at the restaurant my mom used to work at. And I bought my first car, which was a 1991 Sentra XE 4-door, 5-speed, 1.6 liter engine, GA16D engine, no tachometer. It was the car I learned how to drive on. First car was manual. Actually, all the cars I bought were manual. And then after that, you know, when I was like 16, 17, my dream car was a 1991 Sentra SER, 2-door coupe, SR20D engine, front wheel drive, 5-speed. Love that car to death. And then one night I had a dream in high school, college, I don't remember. It was like driving in like the desert with a red convertible top down. I did some research. I found a Mazda Miata, the OG 1990, the first year it was made. No power steering, no AC, no nothing. Got it from the dude, red, convertible, 5-speed, for only like $2,500 US. Gave it to my sister. And then when I was in Berkeley, essentially borrowed Cindy's older sister's Prius, you know, lived abroad in Vietnam for like 2 years, Kyoto, Japan, stuff like that, and then came back. And then right now just borrowing Cindy's mom's car. It's a Ford Fusion, really good car. It's like I think it might be the 1.5 liter engine with the turbocharger in it, so quite good on gas. And yeah, it's so funny because like gas stations are so unsexy and probably quite unhygienic. That's why it's a good idea to always have the hand sanitizers on tap. But the good thing with the gas stations, once again, you could get a car wash. You refill your gas. Even when I'm refilling gas, it looks like while I'm refilling gas, I typically take a few pictures here and there too. So assuming, let's say your life's passion is photography, you know, always got the Ricoh GR3X in my front pocket. And yeah, so typically when I'm pumping gas, I just kind of like look around, stretch my ankles, and then shoot a few pictures here and there. So assuming you want a life with maximum photography, actually having a gasoline car or a hybrid car, a plug-in hybrid car, actually seems to be pretty good. Even a cool car that I thought was pretty cool was my friend Don Dillon. He just bought an Audi Q5 plug-in hybrid. Looks great, super cool. Plug-in hybrid is very convenient. I think the big benefit of a plug-in hybrid is that a lot of shopping malls, you know, they have that special electric car only parking spot. So a plug-in hybrid allows you to park there. Because I honestly, the whole like plug-in hybrid thing is kind of a low-key scam. Is that like, I don't think the plug-in component really adds that much value, truth be told. But having the privilege of parking an electric spot is good. And then you also have the upside of the gasoline, which is still much more convenient and faster and cheaper. And also still, like, even the year 2022, the batteries on electric cars seem to be not super great on longevities. So in actuality, you know, if you have a car, having a gas car, you'll get more juice out of it than an electric car. I still think, I mean, it's funny because, like, you know, technically I got the Dinero, but yeah, just I mean, the last car that I bought actually was on Craigslist when we were still in Providence, Rhode Island. $800. 2003 Subaru Outback 5-speed with 220,000 miles on the odometer, and it was good enough to bring Seneca home from the hospital. So that was super fun. So some pragmatic thoughts: if you actually do really need a car for transportation to get from point A to point B, just buy an old manual transmission car. The benefit of a manual transmission car is A, it's more fun and interesting to drive. B, maintenance wise, it's actually cheaper, and also it's more reliable. It's better on gasoline as well. And actually driving a manual transmission car is good because when you're driving, since you got to shift gears, the driving experience is A, more fun and interesting and engaging, and B, it's actually more zen. Yeah, I've actually never owned or purchased an auto car. And yeah, and actually still, for the most part, currently speaking, I have quite low interest in car ownership. It's like, gotta go to DMV, gotta get registered, gotta stay in line, and then gotta figure out how to get insurance from it. So I gotta do reinsurance. It's such a huge pain that even when I did it on my Subaru, oh, so annoying, right? Yeah, it's way too expensive. And yeah, people's like, you know, buying new cars, $30,000. I'm like, bro, $30,000 is still a lot of money, right? And then even you know, car, don't buy a home. So assuming you don't buy a car, you don't own a home, or you don't aspire to, then you'll essentially have a shitload of money that you could just have as your war chest and just put it into the safe, and use that money as your your own venture capital fund. And then ultimately the upside of all of this is you can go on more of your own personal adventures.